Welcome back to another edition of the Overdrive Files. And Saturday, the early reactions for Wonder Woman 1984 started pouring in. And I gotta say, mostly positive. I haven't really seen one negative kind of early reaction to the film, which is surprising. Usually there's that McMarvel bias that the critics have against DC for whatever reason. But let's take a look at some of these early reactions. Here we have Brandon Davis from comicbook.com pulled up here. I've seen Wonder Woman 1984. Patty Jenkins literally made an 80s movie in every way, making it so unique for today. It feels both bigger than the first Wonder Woman while simultaneously more contained. Lots of Diana Prince and some epic Wonder Woman moments as Gal Gadot literally soars. All right. Let's go on to the next one here. We got Jermaine Lucier. Yesterday I saw Wonder Woman 1984 at home, and it was everything I needed and more. The movie is hugely ambitious, incredibly exciting, and full of much needed hope. It's also very long to a fault at times, but mostly it reminded me of how wonderful a big blockbuster can make you feel. It was the movie I needed it to be. That's a common thread through a lot of these. I don't know if it's the ones I have specifically pulled up, but I scrolled through a ton of them, and that was a common thread. It's almost like it's copy and pasted, right? Terry Schwartz. I was lucky enough to be among the first to finally get to screen Wonder Woman 1984. I adored it. The first Wonder Woman is my favorite of the modern DC films, and Wonder Woman 1984 makes all the smart next steps, telling a very human and very beautiful story for Diana Prince. Okay. Jenna Bush here. Watched Wonder Woman 1984 last night at a virtual press event. It was wonderful. Kristen Wiig is phenomenal as Barbara. The opening 10 minutes will bring tears to your eyes. I absolutely loved it. Patty Jenkins and Gal knock it out of the park. Here's their virtual press event. Perry Nemiroff, Collider. I prefer Wonder Woman to Wonder Woman 1984, but I also much prefer seeing filmmakers take new big swings with sequels. And that's definitely what Patty Jenkins and co. do here. Not everything adds up, but the value of selflessness, love, and compassion do shine through. So one thing that I saw, not among these, but among a lot of them, and I don't know if, you can never really tell like if someone's legit or not, like if they're if they actually saw the movie, you know what I mean? It's like anybody can just go and like copy and paste something like this and claim they saw Wonder Woman 1984 early, right? But a common thing was that it's the movie that we need it to be. And I mean, I guess maybe for some people, but I'm still down for watching like a dark, kind of psychological thriller. But yeah, I get where they're coming from with what they're saying, but still, that's just for them. But anyway, mostly positive reactions. Like there's some in there that, like Perry Nemiroff says she prefers the first Wonder Woman, which to each their own, right? We don't necessarily know how to take that until we actually get to see the film as well. But yeah, it's pretty awesome to see some good early reactions for Wonder Woman 1984. I was a little hesitant, like tonally, like going from like a World War I period piece to an 80s like cheesy superhero style movie. I mean, that's a drastic tonal change, right? And I loved kind of the World War I kind of vibe and aesthetic, and I thought it fit Wonder Woman really well, and then kind of tonally change things up and go for like a 80s cheesy kind of bubblegum pop kind of vibe. I didn't know how that would all sort of play out and kind of mesh with Wonder Woman, but I don't know, from what I'm reading and kind of the general sort of early reactions, it seems like they pulled it off. And a lot of praise has been for Pedro Pascal and and Kristen Wiig as Cheetah, which Kristen Wiig as Cheetah, I mean, that's a whole nother thing where, you know, I was hesitant and cautious and I didn't know how all that was going to be. I mean, I don't know. It's just to put her in as a villain in a comic book movie. It's just a little jarring at first. You know, it's not the person I would go to, pardon me, for a Wonder Woman comic book character, I guess, villain. But anyway, let me know your guys' thoughts on these early reactions for Wonder Woman 1984. So far, this is going to be a great thing for HBO Max and building its subscriber base with this sort of like dual screening model in theaters and on HBO Max simultaneously. It'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. But anyway, guys, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that like button. I'm Rex Overdrive. I'll see you next time.